I think the past 12 months have been very auspicious. What we're seeing is clarity is coming to the entire crypto space. And the clarity is Bitcoin is a commodity, an asset without an issuer. It is ethical. It is stable. It is virtuous. And the rest of the crypto ecosystem, the crypto exchanges, the cryptocurrencies in the form of stable coins, the crypto tokens, the other crypto applications, they're all being viewed with increased skepticism. And there's an awareness that Bitcoin is not crypto.
Michael Saylor is an entrepreneur, CEO, and founder of MicroStrategy Incorporated, a business intelligence and software company based in the United States. According to Saylor, the majority of the members and capital in the crypto ecosystem are migrating to the Bitcoin-based layer, claiming that Bitcoin is emerging as the winner. Michael Saylor said Bitcoin low-risk network resilient amidst regulations. There's this phrase, Bitcoin fixes this. I am of the opinion that Bitcoin fixes everything. I think Bitcoin is a solution to every city, every state, every country, every corporation, every network, every application, every product. Additionally, Saylor highlights that there are certain documents worth even more than money, like a will or someone's name associated with a business. These documents can be encrypted and inscribed on Bitcoin, according to Saylor, to prevent being tampered with by other parties such as law firms, nation-states, or even corporations. Michael Saylor is bullish on Bitcoin but skeptic on all other crypto. Right now, enterprises have weak security compared to Bitcoin, Saylor said, adding that innovations using the world's largest cryptocurrency could possibly introduce a new level of security available to firms that doesn't exist right now. Interestingly, his bullish view is particular to Bitcoin only, while he remains skeptic on other cryptocurrencies in the midst of regulatory uncertainty. Speaking with CNBC Today, Saylor said, "I think Bitcoin has found the bottom, the leverage is out of it, we are on a bull run. Bitcoin is the one commodity the SEC won't regulate. I think the way is clear for Bitcoin to rally from here." Before proceeding further in this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button below for more recent updates about crypto market.
Keep your promise is exactly what Bitcoin does. Stay cheerful and constructive is the Bitcoin message, which is Bitcoin fixes things. Bitcoin can help everybody. The reason that Bitcoin is so sound, literally sound, is because it's thermodynamically sound. And it's this masterpiece of engineering because we've created a monetary asset where we've stripped away all the counterparty risk. And so the idea that I want to create a digital equity without equity risk, and I want to create a digital commodity without commodity risk, and I want to create a computer network without computer risk, and I want to create something which is so simple in its essence that there aren't many moving parts left to break, and yet it's so powerful and profound in its promise that everybody in the world and everything in the world can plug into it and benefit from it, is what makes Bitcoin special. And the whole idea behind those rules for life and the idea of Bitcoin is they're essentially the same. They're in a world where everyone is dissipating their energy. The most rational strategy is to conserve your energy. Conserve it. And Bitcoin is the ultimate conservative thing. We're moving in a world where we can't trust the data and we can't trust the networks. And brain power is about to become a commodity where AIs can generate billions and billions of fake people. And so the real promise of Bitcoin is it's a network that is backed by pure digital power measured in exahash, 350 exahash. And that digital power is something that can't be spoofed, can't be hacked, can't be tricked. There's no way to take a shortcut through it. If you have 100 gigawatts of power and 100 million mining rigs, you might just slow it down, but it would take you 10 years to slow it down. So what Satoshi created is the world's most secure database, accessible via the world's most secure network. And we're living in a world where everybody wants security. You want to call it financial security, national security, cyber security, social security. If you want security, you need to find the most secure network or the most secure resource on Earth. And it's not gold anymore, and it's not land anymore, and it's not anything that can be created by any human being anymore. It has to be something that is transcending all of those human institutions and all human motivations. In essence, it needs to be a network that runs without human intervention, and that is what Satoshi created when Satoshi created Bitcoin.
If somebody wants to change the protocol in order to censor someone else from using Bitcoin, I don't think that's consistent with the values of the community, Saylor said. I do believe in rules without rulers. He believes leveraging Bitcoin's functionality and application development can drive adoption. While specific use cases are undisclosed, Saylor recognizes the potential of storing non-transactional data on Bitcoin's blockchain. According to Saylor, all the other forms of commodity money, they're not fast, they're expensive to maintain, they are physical, they're fragile, they're non-fungible, the fees are exorbitant. So if the world's struggling for a solution to commodity money, Bitcoin is the king commodity. It's better than every other physical commodity because it's digital, which means I can carry it in the palm of my hand. Try carrying 125,000 barrels of oil in the palm of your hand. That's the message from Bitcoin's realized price, which appears on track to exceed the realized price of long-term holders. Historically, this so-called bull cross has marked the end of bear markets and the onset of major price rallies.
There's an education process where all the regulators, all the legislators, all the media figures, all the investors are realizing the benefits of the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is an asset without an issuer. And now they're beginning to realize why Bitcoin is a commodity. And the reason why it's a commodity is because it is backed by digital power. And so the appreciation for Bitcoin's energy use and Bitcoin's computational power is growing. The confusion between Bitcoin and crypto is shrinking, disappearing. Capital's flowing from the crypto ecosystem into the Bitcoin network. Development effort and innovation is flowing from the crypto ecosystem to the Bitcoin network. There's an explosion in development effort on Lightning. There's going to be an explosion in all sorts of other development efforts. Anyone that wants to implement a cybersecurity application is going to have to ask the question, how can there be any security in cyberspace if I don't peg it into the Bitcoin network, if it's not built on Bitcoin? Those interested in national security are going to look to Bitcoin to provide cybersecurity and cyberspace for national interest. Those interested in financial security are going to look for the most secure financial asset in the world, and Bitcoin is the most secure financial asset in the world. All of those things, which could be viewed in a negative light, are actually positive for Bitcoin, because they're all accelerating the conclusion of the mainstream investor that Bitcoin is special and ethically sound, technically sound, and economically sound. And it's accelerating the understanding of the technology community that Bitcoin is the world's most secure database and the world's most secure network, and maybe in that way the most promising crypto network in the world. And it was a very expensive marketing campaign to convince people in Congress and the Senate, the regulators, and the media that Bitcoin is the world's #1 crypto network, but Bitcoin is also the world's most promising new asset class. But if anything today, if you look at all the utterances of the lawyers, all of the talk on Capitol Hill, if you look at all the regulatory publications, if you look at the mainstream media coverage, What's pretty clear is that the consensus today is Bitcoin is an asset, Bitcoin is special, Bitcoin is a commodity, Bitcoin is without an issuer, Bitcoin is here to stay. Bitcoin is the future.
Michael Saylor recently tweeted a talk from a MicroStrategy event in which the company announced that it's working hard on innovative new solutions to onboard corporations and their customers to Bitcoin and Lightning Network. Crypto, as a highly speculative asset class, may have some kind of correlation with the bearish macroeconomic forecast. This could mean poor price performance and hesitance for companies to get involved. It's unclear if a recession in the second half of 2023 could have a negative impact on the Bitcoin price ahead of the halving. MicroStrategy Bitcoin products could be a catalyst for true mainstream adoption of Bitcoin, but it takes place against macroeconomic uncertainty that could impact the price negatively. With various developments including regulatory updates, institutional adoption, and market sentiment shifts, a question arises: will the accumulation of positive news propel Bitcoin to new heights? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. On this note, we conclude our video. If you find this content interesting, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel.